Hello and welcome back. I'm Good Day AJ and I interviewed some heroes this week. I found out about a volunteer firefighting program where people can apply to be an on-call firefighter. I had the privilege of interviewing the fire chief here in Oak Harbor as well as one of the volunteers.
This program started in 1929.
Wow.
Oak Harbor has been volunteers from the day this department started in 1929. Of course, over the years, we've added some career people, but we still thoroughly depend on our volunteers. When you look at what function they provide for the city, they have saved the city millions of dollars just in wages alone if we had to have a full career department. But the work that our volunteers do helps maintain the budget in the city. But we have been so fortunate over these 90 some odd years to have volunteers. We have some people in our department, they weren't here in 1929, but they've got 37 to 40 years being a volunteer here. So the program's been alive for a long time, and it's been a very valuable program for the city. There are so many different venues that are satisfying. You know, I've been involved in childbirth. That's extremely satisfying. When you tell somebody that you've saved somebody else's life, that's satisfying. You do CPR and you bring somebody back, that's satisfying. You know, even to the point of the people that you work with coming to work every day. To me, is a privilege. It's an honor to come here every day and work. To me, that's satisfying because of the good that I'm doing for the entire community. So I can't say that there's any one thing that's the most satisfying, because I look at the whole gambit of the fire service and what we do and how we do it and what's important. And if we can make something more fire safe so we don't have fires, that's satisfying to me, because we've reduced the potential of loss or injury. So there are so many facets to it. But to me, just the whole program as a fire service is what's satisfying. So I can't tell you just one thing, because there are so many. But our program is, our guys are considered paid on call. So what we do is once a year we advertise for that we have openings. The city authorizes us 42 positions. So with that, we try to keep somewhere around 36 paid on call or volunteer firefighters. And in doing so, we'll advertise. We go through an entire testing process. You have to pass the physical abilities test. You have to pass a written test. You have to pass an oral interview process. You have to pass the chief's interview. Once you get to that, you get a conditional offer of employment to come to work as a volunteer. Then you've got to pass a medical screening, the drug screening. So there's a lot of steps just to get into the door of it. And then once the people get in, they have to pass an academy with an 80% completion rate. We test them weekly. We test them at the end of the entire 120 hours of skill testing and classroom sessions. And then once they pass all that, then they're a volunteer. So it's not, you just don't walk in the door like I did at Westport years ago. There's so many things that have to happen just to get in. And usually we'll have like 25 or 30 people apply. And by the time we actually get to the final numbers, we have 3 or 4 people that have made it through all of the steps to be a volunteer. But on the same side, or on the other side of that, we provide life insurance, we provide health insurance, we pay them to be here, we provide them all their protective equipment, we provide all their uniforms, we send them to classes, we get them education, we get them certifications. We have a volunteer incentive program that says after 4 years of being here, you get additional pay, additional benefits. We have a special life insurance program with them with double indemnity that's both on the job and off the job. We have a program that they can get into as far as a retirement program where we pay into part of their retirement program on matched funds. So we provide a lot of benefits for what we ask of our volunteers. Not a lot of departments do that. That's just something extra that we do as Oak Harbor. Currently in this program now, we have 32 paid-on-call volunteer firefighters. To me, being in the fire service is just such a great career, whether you're paid on call, volunteer, or a career position. There's so many venues that you can get involved in. You can be hazardous materials, you can get into emergency medical, you can get into confined space rescue. There's just so many facets of the fire department that are just so good. And, you know, we still like to think we're the good guys. People like to see us at 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning because they're calling for help, and we're there to help them. And you'll find when you talk to most firefighters, it's not an ego thing. It's we're really here to help somebody else, and that is so important. And I think that's what makes the fire service in general so great. We've got good people in here. We've got, and I'm speaking for Oak Harbor, but fire service in general. We've got such good people that try hard, that really want to make a difference, and it's just so much. It's good.
I've been a volunteer firefighter for 3 years. I started at age 16 with North Liberty Fire and Rescue, Station 26. It's actually kind of a funny story. My dad's in law enforcement, and he's always told me, never go that route. Go firefighter, go firefighter. So I was like, I looked into it in high school, and who knew? I enjoy it. I chose Oak Harbor just of their level of training, and I felt like I could get the most experience here. Best moment in firefighting? Actually, one of my best moments in firefighting was, it wasn't the actual calls or anything. There was a public education event out at Olympic View Elementary, and I went with Captain Van Giesen and one of my best friends, Ty, and we taught first graders about stop, drop, and roll. It's one of the coolest experiences. Stop, drop, and roll is if someone catches on fire, we teach them to stop, drop to the ground, and roll, try to put it out, and then get out of the building as fast as possible.
For more information on the Oak Harbor Fire Department and how to apply, visit their website below. I'm Good Day AJ. Thanks for watching. See you later.